My grandmother warned me, never look back. Don't look back. It all started on a quiet night as Elliot walked home after his shift at the restaurant. It was close to midnight, and the streets were empty, except for the distant sound of a dog barking. As he crossed a dark park, he felt something strange, as if someone were watching him. He quickened his pace, but out of the corner of his eye, he noticed a figure standing a few meters away under a flickering streetlight. It was tall, thin, and seemed to be draped in a black cloak. Elliot tried to ignore it, but his breathing grew faster when he heard footsteps behind him. It must be my imagination, he told himself, but the footsteps matched his own, always keeping the same distance. Finally, he gathered the courage to turn his head. No one was there. He sighed in relief and kept walking, though the air now felt heavier. When he reached the entrance to his building, he pulled out his keys with trembling hands. That's when he felt it, a cold breath on the back of his neck. Frozen in place, he remembered his grandmother's warning, who always told him, "If you ever feel like something is following you in the dark, don't look back, no matter what." Elliot shut his eyes tightly, whispering to himself that it was just his mind playing tricks on him. But then, he heard a whisper, a deep, distorted voice that said, "Why won't you look back?" Without thinking twice, he unlocked the door and dashed inside. He slammed it shut and locked it tightly. Through the peephole, the street was empty. He sighed in relief, but as he turned to walk away, he saw it. The figure was standing in the middle of his living room, completely still, with a blurred face that seemed to decay before his eyes. The last thing he heard before everything went dark was that same voice echoing, "I told you not to look."